So apparently we need more creator branded food because MrBeast's Feastables and Logan Paul and KSI's Prime have come together to make a new brand called Lunchly to apparently take on Lunchables, that brand that there, and try and do something here again, putting these two products together and taking over lunch, I guess. So did we actually need something like this? Who knows, right? But this is the next big step for KSI and Logan Paul and KSI and MrBeast. These guys, obviously, this is what the box is going to look like. They have these three different flavors, not like three different types of things. They have nachos, pizza thing, and like crackers and cheese and meat. So it's basically Lunchable stuff. Obviously, if you these look pretty familiar, right? The Lunchable pizza things, it looks like that, right? But you just get a Feastables bar and a bottle of Prime in there. So, wow, amazing stuff. This right here. So they obviously had something to say about it, and this is directly competing to with Lunchables. They even say it here, right? That this partnership with all the three of these guys is a Lunchables competitor. So this is what Logan Paul said, saying our end game has always been to not only provide high quality products but also healthier alternatives. That's why we're entering the lunch grab and go market. It's been dominated by Lunchables since we were kids ourselves, and it's time to provide a better option for those looking for a convenient, healthier choice. So for that, I mean, maybe, I there's a lot of talk and a lot of scandals that come up that seem to come around Prime and it not actually being healthy, and then Logan Paul debunking that and making a TikTok and talking about this stuff. So this seems like a cycle on here. So is it actually healthier? Who knows, right? Do they care about it being healthier, or do they care about making money? The latter, right? So if it's healthier and they can make money, sure. But we've already seen the differences with MrBeast stuff with his chocolate bar. Originally was a healthier version of chocolate, but he has since switched to a not so healthy, actually worse for you than Hershey's chocolate because it tastes better and he can sell more. So, being healthy is only the key word they'll use until it stops making money. But KSI also said we're here to shake up the lunch grab and go market with Lunchly. It's time for a new exciting option that brings more fun and convenience to lunchtime wherever you are and whatever you're doing. Basically saying the same thing, right? This is definitely targeted towards kids, obviously. Like Lunchables is targeted towards kids too. Lunchly, lunchtime is a school thing most of the time, like dedicated lunchtime. So where you would pull one of these out. So, they're breaking in, sure. Is it going to be the next spectacular thing? I don't know, right? The staying power of Prime has proven not to be so good. And they exploded in sales early when everything was hyped up and everyone wanted to try it, and then kind of gone down since then and has not reclaimed that and is just trickling lower and lower because people don't, there's no hype for it. And honestly, I've tried Prime. I think it sucks. I think Prime sucks, but some people might love it. Not enough people to keep up the sales figures that they used to have. But for this Lunchly thing, if we scroll down here, we can see that it's not out yet, but I think some stores put it on their app. You could find it. And it has a price tag of $3.99. And when I first saw that, I thought that is kind of crazy, right? That is a lot of money for aren't Lunchables like $1.50? But this is something that is not really comparable just to like the like normal lunchable things that you take, and they're like $1.50 or whatever. This is the packs of stuff, so we can look at that as well too, actually. So this is Lunchables version of the same thing that they're making, except the difference, obviously, it's Capri Sun and a Reese's, and then the crackers and whatever. It's $2.97. So $1 cheaper. That's a lot in these, less than $5 products. Being $1 cheaper is a lot. So is theirs going to be worth the dollar more? Don't know. Is it going to be able to sell like it's worth $1 more? Are parents going to choose this over Lunchables if this is what they're getting? Right now, probably not, right? If they're buying these and they want to save that dollar. We are not in the greatest economic times in the world, so they might choose to save that dollar. So even if their product's amazing, it might just lose just simply because it's more expensive. And obviously, they don't have the scale Lunchable has, so maybe they get it down to this price, but this is the Lunchable stuff. Obviously, this is their pizza one, the same thing, $2.97. This is something that I thought about first. So when I thought of the first Lunchables was $1.50. They're not competing with that. It's not the same thing. But I thought of these two, the uploaded things, which seem to be obviously even more value if you're going to get uh, one of these, right? If you're gonna pick this and it's a drink, Feastables, and whatever the normal product thing is, why not? This is $3.99. Why not for 33 cents more? Get this, and it's the same thing. It has whatever the meal is, a drink, a chips, a side, and a candy. So a chocolate thing. So it has more. Has one more thing, right? They have whatever the meal, drink, Feastables, and Prime. This has the meal, drink, a side, and candy thing. So this is one of theirs. This is another one, like a pizza one. You see, it's the candy, side, drink, meal. So I just think that it, as a competitive product, maybe like there'll be a hype period where people are like, "Oh, I got to try this, I got to get this," or kids really want it, but it's going to maybe die off after that because just for $4, I think people would look at stuff like this from Lunchables and say, "Well, why not get this for a little bit more? You get a whole an extra thing, a side or something like Cheez-Its here, Pringles or something on the side, compared to the Prime one, where you get the drink, you get the candy bar, you get the meal, whatever, but it's still that price. So maybe they come down in the price, or maybe kids are so infatuated with probably MrBeast at this point. I don't think that there'd be people dying to get Logan Paul's products because Prime would be an example of that. So maybe MrBeast carries this with the recent drama going on there. Kids don't care, right? They probably don't even know any of that stuff happened. They just know that they watch MrBeast and like MrBeast. So maybe that carries this through. But for a product, for whatever they're going for, competition in general, I'm always going to be advocate of that and like competition. But it just, I don't see if it has staying power. Maybe MrBeast makes it a staying power thing. But obviously it's going to come down to money. If they make money off this, they'll keep it around. If they don't, they're going to pull it down and it'll be a limited time thing, right? But it's interesting. Another product type thing, seeing creators come together, even if they're controversial ones. But maybe we see more of this. Maybe this opens the door to more people trying to come together and combine brands and bring things together and just experiment more. Maybe that's the outcome from this. But either way, will Lunchly be a success? Who knows at this point, right? It'll probably sell. They'll probably make money off it at least in the beginning, but will it stay for a long period of time? Who knows? That's going to do it for this video. As always, do a special button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.